that to me is just typical kind of bratty, I'm above it all, tantrum behavior.
I'm a queen.
So Tom Homan is, basically just boots on the ground at this point. Like, he's trying to hit the ground running day one, right? They're saying like 12:01. He said 12 o'clock is when I'm going to start getting things done. And now that I think they're trying to stop him from messing with the sanctuary cities. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go, interference. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. So finally, the day has come.
The longest, I felt like this man was never going to be president.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
We've had so many presidents, and I feel like they just come in.
Yeah.
And we don't care, whether Republican or Democrat, honestly. Like, you just kind of just like, oh, okay, well, he won, and then you don't really care, But this one feels like he's been like waiting to be confirmed for like.
And I think it's because on January, so the day after he won, he like started working.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just really wanted this day to come, and now it's here, and now we have a president.
I am so happy,
y'all. We dodged such a bullet with that mess before, so I'm so happy this is happening. Now I do see here that we were watching the part of the inauguration. I see that Michelle Obama. Now I think she's trying to get attention at this point. Okay.
This woman did not show up for her husband. I was mesmerized by Melania's outfit for a while. She didn't show up.
It's just I can't get that out of my head.
I know they said that she did not feel like she wanted to sit there and watch Donald Trump. She doesn't agree with him. Yeah. They were all saying that she was like, she's not a fake and a phony. She's not going to pretend like she likes him.
What?
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, but it is her duty as first lady.
Yeah.
I mean, to show up. I mean, Hillary Clinton did.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and that's the biggest, feminist you could find. But she at least, and she talked the most crap because he beat her. But she showed up. For you not to show up, it just shows. I mean, my goodness.
She also didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
So Barack Obama's just walking in these like presidential things alone.
Y'all, this is the most. See, this is what I'm saying though, is that this is like brat behavior to me, and I think that it's like an adult kind of tantrum. Miss Black Girl Magic, Michelle, not wanting to, like show up to these, it's not
black man,
right? And then what's funny is that they're always talking about like black excellence. These are black excellence. I'm like, this is excellent behavior to you. This is what I'm talking about with the matriarchy in the black community. This is why it shouldn't happen. You have these ridiculous attitudes, and like you were saying before, like I never wanted, what's his name, Biden to win, but I never said, oh, he's not my president. Like he is.
Unfortunately, he is.
Yes, he is my president. Well, he's not now, but
he's not anymore,
president.
Thank God. But.
And I feel like she's not. That to me is just typical kind of bratty, I'm above it all, tantrum behavior.
I'm a queen.
Y'all.
I mean, what a self-centered, overly emotional, girl power, black girl magic mess.
Oh man, what a mess.
But typical.
Yeah.
I mean, how embarrassing. This is why people don't like black women.
Yeah.
They know that if
this is why
she's making black women she's showing to the world what how black women are and what people think black women are.
The stereotype of black girls are black. What's it called? I think angry black woman whole thing. It makes me mad when, and I don't even get mad at that when people say that because it's true. And we're seeing that the one black first lady that we've had. And this is the behavior you get. It's just incredible to me to see Barack Obama walk out alone or walk out and not be seated with his wife, and everyone else showed up. it's just swallow your pride.
I mean, Kamala Harris showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, look, Kamala Harris lost, and she showed up. You know,
that's unbelievable.
But it's just amazing to me that this woman did. I mean, I would never allow my husband to show up in front of cameras,
alone,
and
not be by him
like this. Even with Jimmy, like you said, Jimmy Carter's funeral, alone.
Didn't go there either. She didn't go there either.
You know, and I know that, again, I think they said there's some rumors about their marriage, and it might be. I don't think that I've never seen a politic or a president get a divorce, so I don't think that's going to happen, even if there is something wrong. But this to me matters more because she didn't even show up for her country.
Yeah, that's what an unpatriotic gesture to just. And then also again, just pathetic, whiny tantrum. That's all this was.
Consider Miss DEI.
Yeah,
we're never invited, and now here you are, not even going.
Right.
This I don't have to sit here and watch this. I don't have to do nothing. I don't feel like doing. I'll take this black man that I support. Black man. I take this black man and just let him go to all these functions by himself.
Right.
So everyone can speculate because they are speculating that there's something wrong with their marriage. I heard Jennifer Aniston is now having an affair with Barack Obama. They're just throwing stuff out there because honestly, apparently he went out to dinner the other day and he was photographed alone.
Yeah.
So something's going on here. No one really knows. But the truth is that the idea that you, as the only black first lady,
oh my God, behaving
would
like this.
show exactly
what we've been saying.
You know, it's like typical.
Yeah, what we've been saying. Like it's kind of
typical.
And then they got mad at because Carrie Underwood, I think, sung the national anthem. And they're like mad at her too. I'm like, what is this? Y'all just mad at nothing. Y'all mad at nothing. This is the history of presidents becoming presidents. It has gone by smoothly. With this particular man, they're just having a hard time with this, and I really honestly believe it's because he's going to actually do change. Yeah. And every other president hasn't really done that at this level. And I think this excitement behind Trump, you know, it kind of got people in this kind of like mentality. But y'all, the fact that this day is here, that it's happened, I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, that January 20th finally came.
You guys watch this video, he will already, you know, be officially the president of the United States. And I am happy about that. I really like to, you know, say that my little world, our little world, we help that a little bit. And, maybe not in the big picture of things, but in our little channel, we supported that because I believe in the country. I believe in our president. And, you know, I believe that the country did the right thing. I think secretly most people were ready for something different. We're over it all, this woke stuff.
So, you know, I was watching Tom Homan was here. Actually, I think I might have that. I wanted to talk about this because that was interesting. So, Tom Homan is, you know, basically just boots on the ground at this point. Like he's trying to hit the ground running day one, right? They're saying like 12:01. He said 12 o'clock is when I'm going to start getting things done. And now that I think they're trying to stop him from messing with the sanctuary cities. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. Chicago's interference. First. So there's this, let me watch this real quick. Where is it?
They were at Chicago's first.
Yeah.
They're going, Trump said, Tuesday. Yeah. He said, we're going into Chicago with 200, I think they said, agents. Now
they're saying that now that his immigration, the administration saying the immigration thing is under review now because of course it is.
Of course.
Now they want to review it all, you know, but he's still going at it. You know, this is what he says. Actually, I didn't see all this yet. Yeah. I want to hear what he says, though.
Trump administration is reconsidering immigration raids that were reportedly set to begin this week after details of the operation were leaked to the press. ICE may also face problems navigating sanctuary city laws. New York City Mayor Eric Adams telling the New York Post, the law is the law. And NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says, quote, the law in New York City basically is that the police department will not assist in civil immigration enforcement. Incoming border czar Tom Homan joins us now. I guess that remains to be seen. What does hitting the ground running look like for you tomorrow at 12:01 p.m.?
Look, ICE is going to be, we're going to take the handcuffs off ICE that they've had put on by the Biden administration, let them go do their job. And the president's been clear, I've been clear. Right out of the gate, we're concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. So I find it troubling to this day that any sanctuary city, any elected official, does not want public safety threats removed from their communities. Let us into the jail. Because if you let us into the jail, we can arrest a bad guy in the jail, right? But if you release them into the community, it puts the community at risk, puts our officers at risk. It puts the alien at risk because anything can happen on an outside arrest. So let us in the jails. It's safer for everybody.
Tom, let's go through a couple of things here. Washington Post has you, as of yesterday, talking about reconsidering a raid in Chicago this coming week. Is that true?
We're not reconsidering any operations. There was a leak in Chicago, so we're looking at that leak and find out how does it affect officer safety concerns. Chicago's not off the table, but we're reconsidering when and how we do it, because there was a leak.
Would it benefit you, based on your objective there, not to talk publicly so much about your plans?
Specific plans. What was leaked in Chicago was more specific, what was happening, and that raises officer safety concerns. They already have a dangerous job. Like I say, they're going to arrest public safety threats and national security threats. Dangerous. But when those bad guys has a heads up that we're hitting you at this time, this day, no, it raises officer safety concerns, specific operational plans. So we're looking at it. What was leaked? What's that actually in there? And how is it going to affect us moving forward?
We have a Fox News poll that shows Trump what people think Trump's top priorities should be. Immigration at 13%, economy, jobs at 13%. Proximity can often be power. You'll be in the West Wing. This is going to be job number one. One of the most difficult things about your job is not just the implementation and execution of your policies, but the communication of them. Right. How are you planning to keep the American people up to date, especially when you know that there are going to probably be some tough moments that will be captured on cameras and that some in the media will exploit those? How do you deal with that? Well,
first of all, we got to get Kristi Noem in quickly. She's brilliant. I've talked to her many times. She gets it. She understands it. I'll be working very closely with her, shoulder to shoulder, on messaging to the American people exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. That we're doing it in a humane possible.
What she means by that is that the media is going to try to capture moments of families being torn apart and crying kids and crying mothers and all these things. And what I say to that, and the thing is that people are not understanding how crucial and critical it is for us to have a secure nation.
I don't understand why you would want to have be in a city where you're paying taxes and you know your taxes and inflation is all going to go up because of these people. Your crime is going to go up, but you seem to be okay with that.
Yeah. And they do. They seem that it's the liberal mind, though. The liberal mind says that, we feel sorry for everyone. Everyone can come here and. But what's happened during the process of that, opening the borders like that, is that the crime has gone up exponentially, especially for places like Chicago and New York. And that's not helping the situation at all. So unfortunately, because these people, when I say these people, I do also mean the mothers and, that came here, people who come here with a dream. Anybody in that realm that came across this border illegally, you did something illegal. And so if your family and you are being broke apart and to get you back to your country of origin, then that is something of your doing. That I know they're going to try to use the media to get into people's hearts and stuff like that, but you are doing an illegal act. And when you do that, you do run the risk of tearing your family apart. They're just doing their job. ICE, Tom Homan and sending these agents out to do this. They're just doing their job, but now here we go. They're going to give them a hard time trying to do this anyways. I knew it was happening. But the sanctuary cities have got to go. This is the reason why we're in this situation now. Honestly.
I don't understand why that's even legal to have.
I don't either.
Because it's not, that's illegal.
Yeah.
That's illegal in itself to keep people who are illegally here. I don't understand why that's even legal.
Right.
That you can do that. Where you can just, aid and abet basically people who have committed a crime by coming into a country illegally and they have no business being here, and then in turn commit crimes, cause inflation, and all these things that put a burden on the states
off our government. Yeah,
I mean, I would never live in a liberal city. Ever. We lived in New York for a while, but you will never come. I came back home, but you can. You could not pay me to live in LA, Chicago, Washington, D.C., New York anymore. I mean, any of these places, they're going to do stuff like this. I just don't even understand why a sanctuary city is even legal.
Most humane possible way, right? Law enforcement, arresting people is sad. It's unfortunate. So there's always a negative connotation to that. But we're going to keep talking to the American people daily, weekly basis, exactly what we're doing, how we're doing, and who we're arresting, to show the American people we're doing this the most humane possible.
This is very important. Who you are arresting.
Exactly.
And you are saying there are 700,000 illegal migrants in America today with a criminal record.
Walking the streets of the country.
Walk in the streets or in jails or both?
Walking the streets.
How do you find them?
Well, that's law enforcement.
Okay, I got it.
The law enforcement sensitive. We have our ways. But look, ICE is very good at this. And I want to make one thing clear. It's not sweeping neighborhoods, right? Not looking for people different than us. Every person that ICE goes to arrest, they have a target enforcement worksheet. They've done a lot of investigation, know pretty much what the guy, they know who the guy is. They pretty much know where to find him. And they know a lot of information about who's in the household. Does he have children? Did they have a spouse? Where does he go to work? So this is a targeted enforcement operation, not what you're reading from the left side media, that no military tank can be running down villages or streets looking for people different. It's just a targeted enforcement operation. They're very good at it, and that's what we got to keep messaging to American people. This is a well-planned operation.
Starting tomorrow, this will be how many administrations you served?
7.
7.
Started with Ronald Reagan.
What a public
what? Every president I ever worked for took steps to secure the border. Even Clinton and Obama took steps. Joe Biden's the first president in the history of this nation who came into office and unsecured the border.
Tom, thanks for coming here, and we're going to stay with you. Okay?
I really like Tom Homan. He's probably, beyond Trump, he's probably my favorite of his picks.
Yeah.
Because I like people who are decisive and stand on principle and move in and do what they say they're going to do and are unapologetic in their need to do it. Like, you ever see people who they always seem like they have to apologize before they say something or overly, we're not going to hurt people. You know what I mean? Just like, no, if you're illegal, what about grandmas? Well, if grandma came here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knew the consequences into doing that. But there's all this feeling bad for everybody. And I'm talking about Americans too, who want everyone to feel bad for you. You know, I'm sick of it. I'm just a little bit, my compassion for everyone's tough moment is starting to go it's dwindling.
Right. Well, I hope these raids actually, I hope this goes smoothly for them. I hope the protection of the officers as well. I hope it goes somewhat smoothly, I know it probably won't, because I cannot believe there's almost 1 million criminals walking the street. He said not even the ones in prison right now.
And if you're in prison, why aren't you just going home if they caught you?
Because ICE has been handcuffed. They weren't allowing them.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how on earth can you explain that? If you caught a criminal, then how can the leadership even explain? Oh, we caught an illegal person. He's committed a heinous crime, but we're still not going to send him back.
Yeah, amazing.
We're going to handcuff the ICE. But we're still, Joe Biden, or Kamala Harris, or how do you explain you don't care about Americans? We're just going to keep them in prison, and where we have to pay for prisoners.
As he just talked about, because he's been since the Reagan administration, so he's been through a lot of administrations. But he was just saying, out of all the presidents, Joe Biden, I think he's the worst president we've ever had. I actually believe that I think he's the worst one of the worst presidents that we've ever had. But yeah, Biden, that administration, I'm so glad that is over. The pure ridiculousness of all of his policies just single-handedly ruined the country.
4 years, not even.
Just
it didn't take long.
Plummeted the country.
From the vaccine to immigration to inflation to and gas prices, groceries, the DEI stuff, the crime just went up. Housing is too much. And they weren't in there. He was only in there for one term. And half of that term, he did a lot of destruction.
Right. All right. Okay, you guys, let us know what you think about all this. First of all, God bless America. Right. And God bless our President Trump. And I really feel very optimistic about the future of this country. I am a lover of America. I love America. I'm an America First person. And I don't believe that we would have had a better pick than Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. And I really feel like, again, I'm optimistic about all this, about him becoming president. And I'm very happy today's the day. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, you guys, let us know what you think about, all of this. Tom Homan, what do you think about them trying to, block this ICE thing going on? It's just, I knew they were going to do this.
So apparently, I guess when they made an announcement that he was going into Chicago, that hurt them.
So right.
Right, but now they're just not going to say it. They're just going to go in and do things. So
let's not you think about that. Let's not think about Michelle Obama's brattiness and
embarrassment.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.